my friends. It is time for story time at the Great Falls Public Library. I am Miss Ray, and our theme, this is our last week of story times in July. Our theme this month is cats and dogs, and next month it will be unusual pets. So I know how many of you have dogs and love your dogs. How many of you have 100 dogs? Do you have 100 dogs? I think that might be a lot. That might be a lot. So if you had 100 dogs, how would you name them all? So we're going to think about that today, and we're going to read this book. It's called The Very Kind Rich Lady and Her 100 Dogs, because you would have to be rich if you had 100 dogs. That's a lot of dog food. All right, let's get started. We are going to start with up, down, turn around, and I can't move because I need to stay in front of the camera, so I'm going to do turn around like this, but I want you guys to turn all the way around. Here we go. Up, down, turn around, touch the sky and touch the ground. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, wiggle shoulders. Say hello. Good morning, my friends. All right, let's sing My Dog Rags. It's probably our favorite dog song of all time at the Great Falls Public Library. So our dog Rags eats so much that his tummy sags. Can you rub your tummy? And Rags has ears that go flip, flop, flip, flop, flip, flop. Good job. And Rags has a tail that goes wig, wag, wig, wag, wig, wag. And when Rags walks, he walks zigzag, 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 like the letter Z. Let's sing it. Here we go. I have a dog and his name is Rags. He eats so much that his tummy sags. His ears flip-flop and his tail wig-wags. And when he walks zigzag. He goes flip-flop, wig-wag. Zigzag, he goes flip-flop, wig-wag. Zigzag, he goes flip-flop, wig-wag. Zigzag, I love Rags and he loves me. Great singing, guys. All right, now for a classic. Let's sing Bingo. Let's sing it all the way through the first time. Here we go. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, good job, guys. All right. Now, this time we're going to take away the letter B. So, how is Bingo's name spelled again? Do you remember? B-I-N-G-O, 5 letters. So we're going to take away our first letter, which is letter B. We're going to say letter B inside our head. What does letter B say? B, B, B. Good. Say letter B inside your head. And we're going to replace it with a clap. Good job. Let's sing it. Here we go. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, I-N-G-O, I-N-G-O. I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. Oh, nice job. All right, we had 5 letters. We took away 1. How many are left? 4. All right, now what's our second letter in Bingo's name? B-I-N-G-O. We're going to take away the letter I. So we're going to clap 2 times. We're going to say B and I inside our head and clap. Here we go. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name. Oh, great job, guys. All right, so we had 4 letters, and we take away 1. So there are 3 left. So we took away B and I, and we still have N-G-O. So let's take away letter N. Okay, so we're going to say B, I, and N inside our heads, but not out loud. And we'll replace them with 3 claps. Good job. Here we go. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, G-O, 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 and bingo was his name. Oh, nice job, guys. All right, so we had 3 letters that time. No, we had 2 letters that time. Okay, so what? Oh, so we took away the B, the I, and the N. So now we just have G and O left over. So now we're going to take away the B, the I, the N, and the G. And we're going to clap our hands. How many times? 4 times. Here we go. We're just going to say letter O out loud. Here we go. There was a farmer, had a dog, and bingo was his name. Oh. Oh, 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 and bingo was his name. Oh, nice job, guys. All right. Now we're going to take away all the letters. We're going to take away all 5 letters. And we're just going to say them all in our head. Remind me, how is bingo's name spelled again? B-I-N-G-O. Here we go. There was a farmer, had a dog, and bingo was his name. Oh. And bingo was his name. Oh, awesome singing, guys. All right, let's read our story. This is The Very Kind Rich Lady and Her 100 Dogs by Chinlun Lee. And this is based on a real person who had 100 dogs. 100 dogs. So, if you had 100 dogs, what would you name them? Boy, that's a lot of dog names. So, let's think for a second. What letter does your name start with? If you don't know, talk to your grown-up. So, my name is Ray. And Ray starts with letter R. And letter R says R, R, R. So, if I were going to name a dog that starts with letter R like Ray, I think I would name that dog Rascal. Because I can practically guarantee any dog of mine is going to be naughty. So, what do you think? What's the first letter of your first name? And can you think of a dog name that starts with that letter? Let's read this book, The Very Kind Rich Lady and Her 100 Dogs. Once there was a very kind rich lady who adopted 100 stray dogs. They all lived together in a tall house on a hill. The very kind rich lady loved her dogs very much. There was Papa, that's 1. There were Mr. Samuel and Mary, that's 3. There were Mrs. Fifi and her 4 pups. Eeny, Meeny, Miny, and Mo. That's 8. There were Sooty, Willow, Coco, Wesley J, Muffin, Camel, Yogurt, Pudding, Lola, and Lady. That's 18. There were Honey, Queenie, Max, Pepper, Pirate, Olive, Julio, Pizza, Madeline, Candy, Nero, Pippi, Nana, Flint, Mrs. Chips, Ruthie, and Tuesday. That's 35. There were Ginger, Abdul, Pooch, Jacket, Tinkle, Tammy, Biscuit, Toot, Crystal, Poppy, Arthur, Tangle, Fluff, Pretzel, Esme, Henry, Molly, Nova, Scamp, Buster, Billy, Toast, Floss, Morris, Foxy, and Peanut. That's 61. Whew, that's a lot of dogs. There were Jumbo, Jasmine, Crispin, Scat, Juno, Tara, Yum Yum, Wags, Pig, Zaba, Archie, Rusty, Moth, Brutus, Darling, Sausage, Denver, Princess, Spider, Curry, Charlotte, Silk, Ruby, Dizzy, Harvey, Smokey, Hobo, Mountain, Taffy, Captain, Heidi, Hank, Chico, Harpo, Groucho, Daisy, Freddie, and Mr. Scratch. That's 99. And one more. Bingo, who was always late. Bingo. Do you think that's the dog the song is about? I bet it is. I bet it is. Every day, the lady brushed her dogs at least 10 strokes each and searched their coats for fleas. She found at least one flea each. Then she fed her dogs on 100 plates and fussed over them and talked to them and called them by their 100 names. Papa, Mr. Samuel, Mary, Mrs. Fifi, Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, Sooty, Willow, Cocoa, Muffin, Wesley, J, Camel, Yogurt, Pudding, Lola, Lady, Honey, Queenie, Max, Pepper, Pirate, Olive, Julio, Pizza, Madeline, Candy, Nero, Pippi, Nana, Flint, Mrs. Chips, Ruthie, Tuesday, Ginger, Abdul, Pooch, Jacket, Tinkle, Biscuit, Toot, Crystal, Poppy, Tammy, Arthur, Tangle, Fluff, Pretzel, Esme, Henry, Molly, Nova, Scamp, Buster, Billy, Toast, Floss, Morris, Foxy, Peanut, Crispin, Jasmine, Jumbo, Tara, Juno, Scat, Wags, Pig, Yum Yum, Rusty, Archie, Zaba, Moth, Darling, Brutus, Sausage, Denver, Princess, Spider, Curry, Charlotte, Smokey, Silky, Ruby, Dizzy, Hobo, Harvey, Taffy, Captain, Mountain, Heidi, Hank, Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Daisy, Freddie, Mr. Scratch. Bingo! She would call them all to come to play with her on the hill. And they did. Even Bingo, who was always late. Did the very kind rich lady and her dogs have a lovely time together? Woof, woof, woof. Yes. And every night they all went home to bed. Good night, very kind rich lady. Good night, 100 dogs. And that is the end of our story. I hope you liked it. It's a great idea is to practice naming things. That is a great literacy activity, especially if you are either working on descriptive language. So what is this dog like? Is the dog happy or grouchy or red or tall or smelly? Great adjectives, right? And also if you, maybe you can name a dog for all of the members of your family with, by starting the dog's name with the first letter of their first name. And that is it for today. So we are going to sing our, well, actually it's a goodbye rhyme. It goes like this. Up, down, turn around, touch the sky and touch the ground. Pat your belly, blink your eyes, blow a kiss, and say goodbye. Goodbye, my friends.